Good afternoon everybody, welcome back to the Matt's Railway Adventures YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me today as I've come on a big adventure to have a little look around the quietest station on the Lakes line. We are at Burneside Station. So yeah, just arrived in from Kendal. So time to have a little look around this single platform station on the Lakes line, see what the facilities are, the history and all that. And I'm going to bring you with me, so hopefully maybe one day you'll decide to come and have your own little adventure up here. And one thing that has made me excited, I have seen a foot crossing! Yay! I like a foot crossing, so we'll have a look at the view of the station from there. There's also a nice big puddle in the field next to me. Right, so let's just have a little wander down. So next, right, so just going to the bottom of the station, so I can show you the view of it. As it's nothing coming for a few minutes, I can co-stand on the foot crossing. So that is the view of Burneside Station from the foot crossing at the bottom of this platform. This leads, I would say, to something private. That's just looking the other way. So what have we actually got then? As we come up the ramp, it is again step free. There is just an entry ramp. It's not the shallowest, but it's perfectly usable. So you've got some flower beds, some flower pots as always, and a locked salt grip bin, which is always good to see one of those here. Some more flowers, a nice map of the area. This like shows you where the line goes. That's always good to see if you want to go rambling or wandering. Again, another welcome to the lakes thing as well. I do quite like those. Yep, you've got your electronic time display things. You've actually got a help point, which is good, and an information board. Train times, self-serve ticket machine, information about changes to the services. You've got a little bus stop style shelter, as well as some more information boards and flowers. It's always good to see. Then you've actually got 5 outside benches. And then that is pretty much everything here at Burneside. Views aren't half bad though, which is always a good thing. And given the line, it's not a bad size platform actually. Given that they generally only run 3-car 195s up here, I believe. Well, that's what I've seen so far. Maybe during the peak season they might run longer trains, and maybe in the past they've run longer ones. Right, so yeah, that's just a view of Burneside Station from right down the far end, the Staveley and Windermere end. So yep, not a lot really here, but for what it is, what it's doing, it's perfectly adequate. And of course, you could almost hop off the train and within a few minutes be having a game of football, a game of tennis, or even if you walk slightly further down, you could even go and play a proper game of lawn bowls, which is always good. See, yeah, that is pretty much already everything to show you here at Burneside. As I say, single platform, single line. Go have a little wander just off of the station, just see if there's anything else to show you facilities wise, just around the corner or whatnot. Then we'll be back in time. We'll come back and hopefully time to see the service come back through. So yeah, it does clearly state Burneside and direction of travel which way. Except just outside of the station, you can actually see some disused railway lines just going across the road into Station Row. Don't go very far, I'm not going to go any further. But yes, see obviously where the railway used to go. But I believe that might have been potentially for something like a goods yard or something like that. Yep, if you know where to look, you can see a little bit of former railway just perfectly visible. There we go, there's the bars and arrow sign for Burneside Station. As far as I can make out, there is no official car parking for it. Access, private road, it says for access only, where I'm quickly walking up. So yeah, if you do ever come to Burneside Station, just be wary of that. There's not really much to see around either, a little bit of walked along. And there's just another look at those lines. There's a nice church 2 or 3 minutes walk away to go and have a look at, which is a good thing. St. Oswald's in Burneside. There we go, back at the level crossing entrance to the station with instructions of what to do. Well, for us, we can just open it, make sure it's shut. There we go, back on the station. Expected 18:18, so 2 minutes late. Given the weather, I'm not surprised it is late. Yeah, if you just look that way, not bad views. A nice big puddle there, but more the rain we've had recently, I'm not surprised. Yeah, that's just another view of the station. And that way, again it is, I would say, on an ever so slight curve. I want to say it is anyway. Yeah, as you can see, it is on an ever so slight curve. Right, history of the railway and everything here in Burneside, Cumbria. So the station first opened on the 20th, it looks like, I don't mean the 20th, it's either 20th or the 26th of April 1847 as part of the Oxenholme and Windermere Railway. It is one of 2 former request stops on the line, but now every train going in East Ocean just stops, well, predominantly stops here, but I think there are some which don't stop. It used to have a connection to the Burneside Paper Mills tramway between 1880 and 1972. The line to Burneside Paper Mills was acquired by the London and North Western Railway, and as part of the 1923 grouping, that became part of the London, Midland and Scottish Railway. Originally it was a 2-platform station. The up platform on the Windermere side of the access crossing, whilst the down platform was on the Kendal side. Yet I think you can still just about see where it was. I'll show you that in a minute then. So yeah, the only now in use platform is what used to be the up platform to Windermere then. It used to be a busy mainline double track railway with trains running all the way down to London amongst other destinations. It also had a good siding and a goods yard for freight, which is possibly the line that I've shown you in the middle of the road. And the wind's picking up again. It was reduced down to a single line in 1973 after the freight services were stopped the year before in 1972, and the reduction of passenger numbers. As I said, all services now use what's called the up platform, i.e. the platform for trains to Windermere. The 5 stations on the Windermere line, so that being Oxenholme, Kendal, where we are here at Burneside, Staveley and Windermere. It is the quietest, with the passenger numbers for the last couple of years being 16,918 for 2022-2023 and 22,240 for the 23-24 period, an increase of 5,322. So yeah, that is everything to show you here at Right, I believe, looking at how everything is, just past that grey electrical box, you can just about make out what looks like a platform. I would imagine that when this was dual platform, that would have been the down platform for trains to Kendal and Oxenholme. Yeah, as I said, you can just about make it out under all the undergrowth, which is semi-decent. It would be good if they actually cleared it off, and so people who are interested in everything could still see that. But probably cost too much money and wouldn't be worth doing. But yeah, if you know where you're looking, then yep, there you go. So it's all back to being peaceful and quiet. Yeah, I would say the entrance to it would have been somewhere here. Where you've got a metal fence there. So yep, I would say that was the entrance to the now closed down platform. One final look at the line that way. One final look that way. So let's get something decent sunset there potentially as well. Thank you very much for you joining me. Says I've come to have a little look around the former request stop of Burneside up on the Lakes line. If you like the content, then please remember to do the normal good stuff, like and subscribe, share, comment, all that kind of good stuff. If you do ever come on a little adventure to explore the Lakes line and go for Burneside, let me know what you think in the comments, and until next time, I'll talk to everybody very, very soon. So from Burneside Station, choo choo for now.